The person holding you back is you. It's no one else. It's not your traumas. It's not your life experiences. It's just you. Just a heads up, guess a little minor trigger warning for anyone who is potentially sensitive. We don't want to be just downright told, oh, hey, it's your fault. We want to take accountability. Okay, if your life sucks, you need to do something about it. But at the same time, we need to understand this with compassion and not with any harsh remarks. If you're new here, I'm Suzu. I'm a blunt YouTuber who looks for solutions and calls out BS. Let's get going. If you genuinely want something to alter in your life, you need to do it. You need to tell yourself, I'm not going to take the BS. Okay. If you don't like something about yourself, you need to change it. And you need to downright tell yourself, I'm sick of my own BS. Because that's exactly what it is. First of all, the experiences you've been through, they're not your fault. Okay. No one deserves to go through certain pains that other people do. And pain is not supposed to be comparable, but I still think it's worth mentioning. It's not your fault, but it is your fault if your life continues to suck. We are our own final boss. That's just what it is. We are installed with the latest software, for example, so we're up to date with our lives, we're up to date with everything we do. And this is where we have to be extremely careful, okay? There is no harder boss than ourselves. We are up to date with what we've been through, good or bad. And we therefore can tell ourselves good or bad things. We can either be the best supporter of ourselves and say, I'm so proud of me, or I can just say, okay, but you still haven't done this because I'm up to date with the latest info. It's me after all. And that's exactly what we have to understand, okay? With this information, you are not supposed to take it as, okay, because I'm up to date with this, I can just bring myself down. Nuh-uh. The whole point is to tell yourself that you are up to date with everything, therefore, what can you do to make it better? Literally, we are a worse enemy to ourselves than people are to us. Because what people say to us, it only gets to us if we allow it. If someone tells you that you are a certain way and you believe it, you are the enemy here. But if someone tells you something and you don't believe it, there you go, you are your friend. You're like, nope, this doesn't define me. And I'm not trying to excuse what anyone else says. That's not nice if people act a certain way. But you do have to understand you are either going to be your greatest enemy or your greatest ally. It is very painful. It's not easy. But at the same time, what are you going to do with your life? And as someone who has the no BS stance, I genuinely, legitimately just want to say I am sick of just living in a certain way. When my social connections were not great, when my self-esteem was not great, I was sick of it. And I was like, you know what? We need to change something. We need to change this. We need to do something. Okay, fine. It does sting having people not being there for us, but that's exactly where you are your own final boss. Other people can reflect what you have been doing. If you show yourself self-hatred, people will emit that self-hatred on you. Okay? And it's not going to be as bad as what you inflict on yourself. Yes, people can be mean. Yes, people can say XYZ, but you are the enabler. Okay? Are you going to take the BS or are you just going to endure it? Once again, that doesn't romanticize what anyone else is doing. If people act dumb, that's on them. Are you going to stop yourself? If you have a goal, if you have a dream, you are the one who fights for it. No one else is going to just come up to you and say, okay, look, I got this for you. No. You're here for you. And you need to be a reliable ally to yourself. Reliable comes from doing things constantly, even when you don't feel like it. You need to be reliable. What's your definition of reliable from other people? You need to do that to yourself. If it's like linked to a goal, or if it's linked to a dream or something, then just understand that you are the one who decides that. So for anyone who's watching this is your sign to do something for yourself. This is your sign to stop with your BS. You can make excuses. You can keep saying it's not bad, it's not that bad. Keep making the excuses. But one thing I know that I can say with certainty is one day it's going to turn into regret. So please don't let that day come. As long as you don't give up, as long as you find a way out, as long as you're 1% better, you are guaranteed to win. That's how winners win. That's how people win. Because they see strategy. But they don't just see it, they practice, they keep going. Do things that are manageable, do things that will make you happy, and do things that you can look back and say, you know what, I did this. You don't want to regret stuff. Don't beat yourself up. That doesn't solve anything. Instead, just tell yourself, yep, this didn't work out, but I'm going to keep going. You understand me? Don't beat yourself up for bleeding. You're a human being. So just keep going, because you're doing so much better than you think. And you've seriously got this. There is no way to lose if you keep going every single day. And if you keep going all the time. Yes, take breaks, but just remember, people who win are people who never let go of their objectives. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Please support my coffee page additionally, and I have merch in my description as well if you're interested. Ciao!